So what's going on, guys? DIY Dan here again, and this is another episode of Day to Day Around the House. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a quick way to put a door stop on any standard door hinge that you might have, and that includes your interior doors, or in my case, what I'm going to be doing in this video is my front door. Now, I have used these hinge stops on interior doors like the video you're watching right now. So in this instance, I had a rusted out baseboard stop, and instead of replacing that baseboard stop, I decided to remove it and put one of these hinge stops in, which gave that baseboard a much cleaner look and accomplished the exact same thing as that baseboard stop was doing. Now in this instance, I was just replacing a baseboard stop that looked like crap and went with something that had a much cleaner look, or you can use it like I'm about to on the front door, which is the baseboard stop that was on the wall did not stop the door soon enough because of some other things we had sitting against the wall. And we needed to stop that front door sooner than what the baseboard stop would, so it didn't damage those items. So that's why we went with the hinge stop instead of the baseboard stop. Now in the past, we had tried putting a rubber stopper on the floor and kind of using double-sided tape to stop it. And we had also tried a couple other things and just nothing was working really well. You can see we had damaged the bottom of the china cabinet because of this. And I just had never thought that these hinge stops would work on an exterior front door because I figured the hinges were heavier duty. However, they are the same style of hinge that is on the interior doors, and these stops worked amazing. And I'm going to show you how easy they were to install and adjust. Now, we are Amazon affiliates, and I will put the link to these stops in my description if you need to get some of them coming. Now let's get to it. So all that you need in order to install these hinge stops is a rubber mallet or hammer and something that you can punch the hinge pin out with. In this case, I just used a Torx bit screwdriver that had a thinner shaft than what the hinge is in the door, which is typically just under 1/4 of an inch in diameter. Now, we did order a 2-pack of these hinge stops, and because it was a front door, which is a lot heavier than an interior door, I decided to go ahead and put both of the hinge stops on that front door. And there was no rhyme or reason to it. You can put it on any hinge. I decided to put both of these hinge stops on the middle hinges because of the fact that I wanted to be able to adjust them very easily without getting any type of a step stool or a ladder or having to bend down to adjust them. So right here, I'm just using my rubber mallet and that screwdriver basically in order to punch the hinge pin out of one of the hinges. You're just going to go from the bottom and center it in that hinge and just lightly tap that pin. There might be a little resistance at first, and then it should break free and you should be able to lift it out by hand. There is a plastic bushing in the hinge stop, and that should face the hinge because that reduces friction between the hinge and that hinge stop. I used my rubber mallet to punch that pin in most of the way and then just flipped it around, used the wooden handle to get it that final little bit. So when you install these hinge stops, the adjustable part of that hinge stop should be on the door side, and then the other part should face the trim going around the door. Now, I have installed these the other way, and I don't really think it's a big deal either way, but that is what the instructions say you're supposed to install it as. Then all that's left to do is go ahead and make the adjustment and make that door stop where you want it to stop by either shortening or lengthening the adjustment bolt. Now, being as though I was using it on my front door and the fact that I used 2 hinge stops, this did take me a little bit of time because I had to make sure that the adjustments were touching the door to the trim around the door at the exact same time. Otherwise, it was kind of defeating the purpose of having 2 hinge stops on that door. Once making the adjustment, something extra that I did just to make sure that those adjustments did not move in any way, shape, or form, either by my kids messing with them or just possibly them shifting a little bit over time, is that I added a nut to the threads of the adjustment. So there's no way this adjustment can move and possibly make it so that door opens farther than I want it to. So that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it and it gave you some good information. If so, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. The whole concept of my channel is to give you guys the most information in the least amount of time as possible, so I don't waste your time. And I hope to see you next time. Have a good one. Later.